Shakeeta appeared on my show with her cousin Danielle and a family friend Demetrius. At the time, both women were accusing Demetrius of molestation. They all took lie detector tests then, and they're back for an update today. But first, here's a clip from their first appearance.
I have a really big family. My aunt and my cousins, they babysit our kids. We all do it together. I thought I could trust her. I sent her over there. We haven't had no problems. And my aunt talks to this guy named Demetrius, and we call him Meaty, but my child calls him Meatball. I found out that my child was being left with Demetrius, and I was really pissed off because I trusted my aunt, and I was like, you know I don't like this guy, so why would you bring him in here and sit here and watch my child? I know men don't like to watch little girls. If it's their son, they'll do it, but men don't watch little girls. And when he just wanted to watch her and she told me that she took a bath, I was like, oh no, you don't do that. You don't do that. Like when she told me, she was like, Mom, he touched my chicken. And she made a face like, that's how I know it's true. Like my child made a face about it.
So the last time I was on the show, I was furious, I was angry. I was in a million places because I was 1,000% sure that this man had did this to my little cousin.
Steve, I know that man did it. He did it. She said his name. She said his nickname. I never knew of his nickname, street name, or nothing. She said it. She's 3. She said his name, nobody else's name but him. I've been around her all my life. This is my little cousin. She's like my daughter. I keep her 2 to 3 days out the week. She said it. She said there's nothing changed about her story. Nothing.
So she's 3 years old. She said this to you, right?
She said this to me. And she said, my chicken hurt. We say chicken because, you know, it's kids, they 3, that's the private part. I said, why your chicken hurting? And she said, Meatball hurt it. And I'm like, who the hell, who was Meatball? Who was that? I didn't know his name. She looked at me and she's like, Meaty.
He's 23 years old. Why would he want to watch 2 small kids that
exactly.
not his
Not
anyways?
only that, when she's staying with other family members, he's calling. And she okay? I feel like he's trying to see if the baby done told something.
When Demetrius came down the stairs, I was angry. I was ready to attack him. That was the first time seeing him since he'd been accused. I was furious.
When I got on the stage, I wasn't expecting them to be as mad as they were, or for them to take it as far as they took it.
So you didn't do this. I'm not ruining your life. You didn't do this, though. She 3. She 3.
She 3 years old. I have kids on myself, yo.
You got a son.
I have kids
That's
on
a daughter.
myself.
You shouldn't have
And
watched
plus,
her.
I have
don't
family
care about
members
that. She
as
said
little
your name
girls.
and your nickname. She
I
said
never
you had
watched
her in the
it.
tub.
I never
You
watched
watched her. She said, your heart hurting now.
Never watched
That's
it.
something some old pervert say.
What did your daughter exactly say to you?
She told me, when she told Danielle, Meaty touched my chicken, and she said he put us in the bathtub. He said, she's saying that there was a towel with blood on it, stuff that we have all this
That's the
stuff.
thing about it. I never did that. I
Well,
never
she
watched the
said
kid.
that.
When
Well,
she
can we
left
just
me
go to
there,
the lie detector?
when she
When we were all on stage before the results were read, I was just like, if he did it, I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna really attack him.
You came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you fabricate the story that Shakeeta's daughter accused Demetrius of sexually molesting her?
No, I did not.
You answered no. Did you coach Shakeeta's daughter to accuse Demetrius of sexually molesting her?
No, I didn't.
You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Danielle told the truth.
Vote or lie.
Shakeeta came here and she took a lie detector test. And we asked her, did you fabricate the story that your daughter told you that Demetrius sexually touched her? You answered no. Did you coach your daughter to say that Demetrius touched her private area? You answered no. And the results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Shakeeta told the truth.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I don't know what these results are, but I'd be a little nervous. They're not coaching.
After Shakeeta and Danielle results was read, before I got mine, I felt a million things. Like, I thought a million things. I know I didn't do it, but I was still nervous.
Demetrius came here because he was being accused of sexually molesting a child. He came here, took a lie detector test, and we asked him, did you ever have sexual contact with Shakeeta's daughter? He answered no. And the results for Demetrius' lie detector test is that he told the truth.
Thank her, please.
When Demetrius' results was read, I couldn't believe it. I was mind blown. He passed. He really passed.
After Steve read me my results, I felt so relieved. Like, I never felt that much relieved a day in my life. I gave her a hug and everything, and I told her, I hope you find out more information about what happened.
It was a great moment of relief that he didn't do it. He passed. He didn't do that crime.
Could your daughter, your cousin, have been touched? Maybe. And I think you need to open in the net. The good thing is Demetrius came here.
I apologize, but she said your name. I apologize.
Right. But she's 3 years old, too, so she can be confused. So I don't know if you can close the door on this story or what this is happening with your daughter, but you need to go back and maybe get a professional who can do a child interview, get out exactly what happened or what didn't happen. Shakeeta, after watching that clip, what do you think?
It brings back a lot of memory, and also I'm just, happy that he really didn't do it. And when I watching it, I just felt like all over again that he did it. I just felt there, like I just didn't get my results done or anything. I just felt like he did. And I just want to cry.
How did you feel after I read Demetrius's results?
I was shocked. I really was, because I was like, my daughter, she came to me. She came to both of us that day. And the eye doctor, like, why is this, like, I just didn't understand why he didn't do it. Because, she was like, why would she make that up? And she's only 3, but I understand kids have imaginations too.
So, since the show, how's your daughter been?
She's doing really good. She has a birthday next month. She's about to be, and everything's going good.
Oh, that's good. Do you think anything happened to your daughter? Do you think if it wasn't Demetrius that maybe somebody else touched her?
No, and I did seek a little bit of help, and they really didn't see anything. Also, before I went to y'all show, I went to the doctor too, because I had her exam. So
Okay.
It really wasn't nothing.
What do you think would have happened if you didn't come on the show?
I would have took matters into my own hands, and I would have been incarcerated.
Yeah,
Like,
that would not. That
y'all
would
would have
not.
been recording me at the jail.
And that would not be good.
Right.
Yeah. So we're happy that you came on the show and you got good results. We're gonna bring Demetrius in right now. Hey, Demetrius.
What's going on, Steve, man? Long time no see. How you been?
Yeah, well, it's been a few years now. What made you decide to come on the show? Because that had to be a difficult decision for you.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, I had just wanted to clear my name. I didn't want a bad reputation. I didn't want people to look at me like a bad guy, so I actually wanted to come up there and clear my name.
Even if you're not charged, there's a lot of baggage with that, right?
Yeah, man. It's as far as people looking at you as a bad person, judging you, and it puts a lot of stress on the soul, man, because especially if you never did anything like that, and look at it, it's a charge of molestation. Like, I could have actually went to jail for this if I never came to the show. If she would have taken it into her own hands, I probably would have been investigated.
Do you feel like you're glad you came on the show? Do you have any regrets that you came on the show?
Man, no. I don't have no type of regrets. I wanted to show them that I was actually telling the truth, and you actually helped me prove my innocence. I just want to say this, for anybody that's out there that's going through anything that I went through, go to Steve, man. He'll help you out, man. He'll find that you're guilty, or either find the truth, or either find out that you're wrong if you got it on your heart,
So let's bring Danielle in.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Danielle. Danielle, why did you call the show?
I called the show because I was serious. I was 100% sure that Demetrius had molested my little cousin.
You were 100% sure.
All right.
Now, we actually got great results, and he passed, and obviously everybody was relieved. What do you think would have happened if he would have failed?
Would have been up there. Shakeeta, I done did it, girl.
Right. Okay, we would have both did it.
Now.
Well, we're glad that we got the results that we did. How did your family react after the show?
When I say your mind in a million places, for one, I was so grateful. And again, I did apologize. I was so grateful he didn't do that. We can move on. We can live, get my life back. You know, no more questioning, much more communication.
What I like about doing the show is we put bad people in jail. We've exposed a lot of bad people for doing things. But it's also, I think, a really horrible thing to be accused of a crime, or people think that you committed a crime against, especially against children. And we've also cleared a lot of guys' names. They came on the show and cleared it that they haven't done this. So I'm really happy for Demetrius, and I'm really happy for Shakeeta that this didn't happen to your child. When we do these shows and we read those results, nobody wants anybody to fail and think that a child has been abused. So we always want, to be that somebody clears their name. Well, I'm glad that things seems to be going really well for all of you. I'm glad your daughter's doing great now, Shakeeta. Thanks for coming back on. Thanks for updating your story.
Thank you. Bye, Steve.
Thank you.
Take care.